Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Courtney Ryan, and in this video, I'm going to be going over the biggest turnoffs on social media. So as much as we might hate to admit it, the majority of our lives are now online, and I feel like social media kind of actually runs our life. We're always scrolling through Instagram, we're always scrolling on Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, some sort of social media outlet. So there are things you could be doing that you might not even know that are huge turnoffs in general, but especially to women. So I'm going to be going over some of the biggest ones today to hopefully help you kind of clean up your Instagram profile and make it the best it can be. So social media is a huge way that we meet people now, especially our romantic interests. So your profile can say a lot more about you than you would think. It kind of represents you a little bit more than maybe it did in the past. So we're going to clean them up. We're going to make sure they look the best that they possibly can. So anytime a girl goes to your profile, you're good to go. So number one, I've mentioned it in a video before, and it's number one for a reason, and that's following too many Instagram models. So I think it's okay to maybe follow a couple girls that you think are attractive, but if I go to who you're following and you're following 3,000 people and they're all hot, half-naked Instagram models, that's a huge turnoff. So whether you like it or not, girls are going to go look at who you're following. I promise, I'm not making this up. It's not just me. This is something that is really common, and honestly, it's a good way to find out what someone likes and what they're into. So if I go to your profile hoping that you're following like Vogue or GQ or some men's fitness accounts and all you're following is hot girls, that's a bad look, and it's a huge turnoff, and I promise other girls are gonna feel the same way. To have yourself shown in the best light, I would highly recommend going through who you're following and unfollow some of the half-naked, naked, bikini, lingerie girls that you're following. Number two, we have too many selfies, and I think it's okay to post these every now and then, but if you're always posting every single day shirtless mirror photos in a really poorly lit gym bathroom or selfies that you took all the way up here, it's just not a good look, and girls find it really unattractive. So a tip here for you guys, I would say 10 out of 10 times it looks better if someone else takes a photo for you. So even if you don't have someone to take your photo, you can just set up a self timer and take it that way, and no one's even gonna know that you did that. It just looks better than knowing that your arms lifted up and taking a selfie. I know girls do this all the time, and it's totally a double standard. I don't think guys have anything wrong for the most part with girls taking selfies, but I will say even a girl that posts selfies every single day looks a little bit full of herself and narcissistic. I wouldn't be into something like that, and you guys shouldn't be either. So don't be posting shirtless photos every day, or like I said, selfies that you clearly took yourself. It's better to have them just set up and a little bit staged. That way they just look more natural and candid. Number three, we have an anonymous profile photo. So you would be surprised how many of these I come across on Instagram. So it's one thing if you want to remain anonymous, maybe it's your fake account that you use for different things, but if this is your main account and you're trying to attract and talk to girls on it, your profile photo needs to be a photo of you. It just kind of makes you look like you're trying to hide someone or pretending to be someone you're not if you use a photo that's not you. For example, I've seen some people use characters from TV shows they like, or a cartoon, or just a blank photo with no profile photo, and it just looks bad. 9 out of 10 times I would say a girl's not gonna reply to you if you have some weird random profile photo. So pick a photo of yourself that you like and use that. I promise, even if you feel like it's not the best photo, it's going to be better than a cartoon or no photo at all. Number four is showing off. So I see this all the time, and I think it's one of those things that's just really cringy. If you have money, you shouldn't need to show that off on your Instagram account, and honestly, you shouldn't be showing all your cards before you know someone anyway. I always tell guys not to disclose how much money they have right away because girls will use you. So if you don't want to be used and you want to be actually liked for you, maybe you do want to be liked for your money, and that's your thing. But if you want a girl to actually like you for you, don't be posting all your money on your social media. And often, I will say, it looks more desperate than cool. It's okay to want nice things, but you shouldn't be posting them on your social media all the time. I'm talking about the guys that pose next to their car, or pose next to a car that isn't theirs, that maybe they saw on the street or that they rented for a day. This has got to be one of the cringiest things I've ever seen, and I know other girls feel the same way. It is one thing if it's your car and you're proud of it. I don't think you should be posting this all the time, but maybe 1 or 2 is okay. But if you're posting next to someone else's car, it's not even your car, what kind of flex are you trying to make? It just doesn't make any sense. So don't show off, especially if it's something that you don't even have. There's a YouTube account that I absolutely love called CoffeeZilla, and he exposes like all these fake gurus. And guys, almost every single one of these fake gurus, these entrepreneurs that scam people and use people, post photos next to their car, post photos of how much money they make. They post all this cringy stuff, and I promise you, it's not attractive to anyone. Number 5, we have the bombarding DMs. So it's okay to message a girl or reply to her story or try to get her attention, but if you message her and she's not replying to you, she doesn't follow you, she's never liked your comment, she's never even responded or opened it, don't keep sending her message after message. It gets to a point where it comes across very obsessive, very desperate, and just really needy and clingy, and I promise guys, it's not a good look. So I know you might want to get her attention, maybe she doesn't follow you and you don't know what else to do, but a lot of times I feel like you guys waste your time on all these Instagram models or really popular profiles on Instagram that have millions of followers, and you just keep DMing them over and over and over and commenting on all their photos, and it doesn't do anything but make you look obsessive and needy, like I said before. And I really do mean that in the nicest way possible. I don't like to see you guys wasting your time, and I'm not trying to be mean, and I'm not trying to tell you that you don't have a chance, but stop wasting your time on people that aren't giving you anything in return. So it's the same as sending a girl a text over and over and over, like, why aren't you responding to me? Or why are you ignoring me? What did I do wrong? It's the same exact thing, except for on Instagram. If you're replying to all of her stories, if you're messaging her 4 times in a row with no response, stop doing it. It's like if your mom texted you 20 times asking you different questions. Think of how annoyed you would feel. You'd be so annoyed, and the girl's gonna feel the same way. So even if you do like this girl, you wanna get to know her, you don't wanna start off on the wrong foot by bombarding her with a ton of DMs. And lastly, number 6, we have alcohol photos. So this one I think becomes an issue when it's something that you post all the time. If you're a guy that enjoys a drink from time to time, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Just don't be posting it on social media 24/7. Drinking is not a personality trait the same way you guys say, girls say that they like tacos all the time or The Office, and that's not a personality trait either. So you don't want your whole existence to look like it revolves around drinking. So if this is all that you ever post, it looks like all you do is drink. And honestly, I've always been advised against posting any kind of alcohol at all on my social media, because I think it can just come across in a way that you wouldn't want it to, and it can often look sloppy depending on how you post it. I've seen a ton of guys get really carried away on their Instagram stories and their Snapchat stories when they're out drinking at a club or just casually drinking with their friends. Sometimes things just get a little bit carried away, and no good photos or videos are ever the result of a night like this, so just refrain from posting them. So guys, that is all I have for today for the biggest turnoffs on social media. Let me know what some of your biggest turnoffs for women are in the comments down below. Always love to hear from you guys on these type of topics. If you liked this video or found it helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for when I release new content. Also be sure to follow me on Instagram at Courtney Christine Ryan. I love connecting with all of you guys on there as well, and it's just another great place to connect with me a little bit more one-on-one if that's something that you'd like to do. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.